All right, let's be honest. A lot of business applications don't start as applications. They start as Excel files. Someone creates a simple spreadsheet to track something. Then another person adds a few extra columns. Then someone adds a second sheet. Then a manager says, "Can we also track approvals in here?" And before you know it, this innocent little Excel file has become the unofficial business system of the entire department. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can take an Excel file that you already use in your organization and turn it into a working Power App in just a few minutes. For this example, we're going to use a time-off management system. So imagine a company where employees request vacation, sick leave, training days, or work from home days. Instead of managing all of that in a spreadsheet, we're going to turn the Excel data into an actual app. The main point of this video is not really the time-off system itself. That's just the example. The real point is showing how quickly you can go from Excel to Power Apps. So if you already have an Excel file in your organization that tracks requests, assets, issues, approvals, projects, or anything else, this same process can be used as a starting point. Now, before we open Power Apps, let's quickly look at the Excel file. In this workbook, we have multiple sheets. The first sheet is Employees. This contains the basic employee information. We have an employee ID, the employee name, the department, the manager, and the email address. So this sheet basically tells us who the people are in the organization. The second sheet is time-off requests. This is where the actual requests are stored. Each request has a request ID, an employee ID, a start date, an end date, a type, a reason, and a status. So here we can see who requested time off, when they want to be away, what type of request it is, and whether it is pending, approved, or rejected. The third sheet is managers. This gives us a simple overview of the managers and the departments they are responsible for. Now, this is already more interesting than a flat spreadsheet with one giant table, because we're working with multiple layers of data. We have employees, we have requests, and we have managers. That makes this example much closer to something you would actually see in a real organization. One important thing to check before using Excel and Power Apps is that the data is formatted as tables. Power Apps does not just look at random cells in a worksheet. It expects structured tables. So in Excel, each data set should be formatted as an official table with headers. That means you select the data, go to Insert, choose Table, and make sure My Table Has Headers is selected. In this file, that is already done, so Power Apps will be able to recognize each table separately. That means we can use the Employees table, the Time Off Requests table, and the Managers table as data sources in our app. And that is exactly what we're going to do next. Now let's open Power Apps and turn this Excel file into an actual application. Now we're in Power Apps. Before we create anything, we're going to organize this properly. Because yes, we could just start clicking around and create tables directly, but that is how you end up with an environment that looks like someone dropped a box of Lego on the floor. So first, we create a solution. On the left side, click Solutions, then click New Solution at the top. Give the solution a name. I'll call mine Time Off Management. Power Apps will automatically create the display name. Now choose a publisher. If you already have a publisher for your organization, select that one. If you don't, you can use the default publisher for now. Then click Create. Now we're inside the solution. This is where we're going to keep everything related to this app together. Tables, apps, flows, and other components can all live inside this solution. That makes it much easier to manage later. Now we're going to create our Dataverse table from the Excel file. Before we continue, there's one important thing to understand. Inside Power Apps and Dataverse, a table is basically the equivalent of a worksheet or tab inside Excel. So if you think about the employees sheet in Excel, that would normally become an employees table in Dataverse. Inside the solution, Click New. Go to Table. Then choose Create from External Data. Select File and then choose Excel or CSV. Now upload the Excel file we prepared earlier. Power Apps will read the file and show the data inside the table designer. Once the file is uploaded, Power Apps will automatically scan the Excel workbook and detect the different tables inside it. And this is the screen you'll end up on. So what we're looking at here is basically the structure of our future application. On the left, we have the Excel file itself. And on the right, Power Apps has already started converting the Excel sheets into Dataverse tables. In our case, we now have separate tables for managers, employees, and leave requests. And this is actually pretty impressive, because with almost no effort, we already went from a spreadsheet to a structured data model. At this stage, it's a good idea to quickly verify that everything looks correct. Check if the tables were detected properly, check if the names make sense, and also take a quick look at how Power Apps interpreted the columns. Because Power Apps doesn't just copy the column names. It also tries to recognize the type of data inside those columns. So, for example, start date and end date are already recognized as date columns. Email addresses are automatically detected as email fields. And columns with repeating values like status or request type may already be suggested as choice-style fields. So Power Apps is already trying to understand the structure of the business data instead of treating everything like plain text. And that's important because those types affect how the app behaves later. Date fields get date pickers. Email fields can become clickable. Choice fields can become drop-downs. So even during the import process, Power Apps is already preparing the data for application usage. And honestly, this is one of the moments where you really start seeing the difference between Excel and Dataverse. Excel is just storing rows in a spreadsheet. But Dataverse is already thinking in terms of application structure, relationships, and expandable business data. Once everything looks good, click Next. Power Apps will now create the tables and import the data into Dataverse.
Hey guys, I just launched my brand new interactive Power Apps e-learning course, Build Your First Model-Driven App, made for beginners. And because I believe in learning should be accessible, it's priced at just $39, plus I've got a special $10 discount just for my YouTube audience. Use one of these codes during checkout and you will be rewarded an additional $10 discount.
We're the power ninjas on the rise, building dreams beneath the skies. Bracky's got the moves so slick, with Power Apps we make it click. Power ninjas here to save the day. Bracky leads the way, apps that make your problems fade. Innovation tailor-made. Drag and drop, we shape your world. Every line of code unfurled. From dashboards bright to workflows clean. Power Apps create the scene.
Now we're back inside the solution. And you can see that Power Apps has created the new Dataverse tables for us. So in our solution, we now have tables like employee, manager, and leave request. This is where you can always come back later if you want to adjust the structure. For example, you can open a table, go to columns, and add new columns if your app needs extra information later. Maybe you want to add an approval comment, a calculated number of leave days, or a field that tracks who approved the request. You don't have to do everything during the import. You can keep improving the data model from here. Now let's create the app. At the top of the solution, click New, then go to App. Choose Model-Driven App. Give the app a name. For this example, I'll call it Time Off Management. Then click Create. Power Apps now opens the App Designer. This is where we decide what users will actually see in the app. On the left side, click Add Page, choose Dataverse Table. Click Next. Now select the tables we just created. Select Employee, select Manager, and select Leave Request, then click Add. Power Apps now adds these tables as pages inside the app. That means users will be able to open employees, managers, and leave requests directly from the navigation. Now click Save, then click Publish. Once the app is published, click Play. And there it is. We now have a working app based on the Excel file we started with. Users can open the data, view records, create new records, and update existing ones. So in just a few minutes, we went from an Excel workbook to a structured Power App with multiple tables. Now let's quickly look at the app itself. At this point, everything you see here was generated from the Excel file and the Dataverse tables we created from it. And what's really interesting is that Power Apps didn't just import the raw data. It also understood the structure of the data. For example, if we open a leave request, you'll notice that fields like start date and end date are now proper date fields. So instead of typing random text into a box, we actually get a date picker. That already makes the app feel much more professional than a spreadsheet. You'll also notice that fields like status and request type now behave like selectable options. So instead of users typing values manually and creating 20 different versions of the word approved, we now have structured values inside the app. That makes the data cleaner and much easier to work with later. And if we look at something like the email field in the employee table, Power Apps already recognize that as an email field automatically. So again, the platform is already helping us structure the data properly. Now let's create a new leave request. Click New at the top. Now we can start filling in the fields. Choose a request type. Select start and end dates. Add a reason. And finally choose an employee. Now at first glance, this already works pretty well. But there's one important thing to notice. Right now, the employee field is still just normal imported data. There's no real relationship yet between leave requests and employees. So technically, this is still behaving more like imported spreadsheet data than a fully connected business application. And this is exactly where Dataverse relationships and lookups become important. Because instead of storing employee names manually inside the leave request table, we actually want a real connection to the employee table. That way, users can select employees from a proper lookup, and the data stays connected correctly behind the scenes. So in the next part, we're going to improve the app by creating real relationships between the tables and turning this into a much more realistic business application. At the moment, the leave request table and the employee table are not truly connected yet. So what we want to do is create a real relationship between those tables. And in Dataverse, we usually do that using a lookup column. So let's create the lookup. Go back to the solution. Open the leave request table. Then click Columns on the left side. At the top, click New Column. Give the column a name. I'll call it Employee. Now for the data type, choose Lookup. Once you select Lookup, Power Apps will ask which table you want to connect to. Choose the Employee table, then click Save. And just like that, we now have a real relationship between leave requests and employees. Now, technically, we could also do the same thing for managers. For example, we could connect employees to managers using another lookup. That way, each employee would be linked to a manager record. But to keep this video focused and not turn it into a 3-hour database documentary, we'll skip that part for now. The important thing is understanding how the relationship works. Now that the lookup exists, we need to add it to the app. Open the leave request form. On the left side, you'll see all available columns. Find the new employee lookup column we just created. Drag it onto the form, then click Save and Publish. Now let's test it. Go back into the app, open Leave Requests, click New, and now instead of manually typing employee information, we can use the lookup field. And now the leave request is actually connected to the employee table behind the scenes. So this is no longer just spreadsheet data sitting in separate tabs. We're now working with real relational application data inside Dataverse. And just like that, we went from an Excel file to a working Power App. So hopefully this gave you a good idea of how quickly you can turn existing business data into a real application using Power Apps and Dataverse. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.